As you can see today, the ideology and firm demand of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe with some other great African leaders in those days are taking over the current events today in Africa. This was a campaign that earned him dislike from the then slave masters that also trickled down generally to the Igbos. A conspiracy theory was alleged against the Igbos to be domineering and sold to our other brothers both in the north and in the west. You know, lies are often believed, especially when said through whisper, especially also coming from a presumed superior master. This became an endorsement against the Igbos. This negative endorsement is what I call the acquired colonial futility virus. This virus was blatantly displayed during the Nigerian Biafra Civil War. To commemorate their allegation, and in consent with other foreign countries like Russia or USA, massive armament, massive war equipment were supplied to the federal troops to make sure the Igbos are subjugated, bombarded, and reduced to submission. Because Azikiwe and Igbos campaigned and agitated for African freedom, Africanization, Africa taking over their own resources. Today, the virus is visible in the network of Nigerian actors and activities because the platform has already been laid by the colonial masters. Today, it is visible in the discrimination of federal appointments. It is visible in the harassment and suppression by various regions. We can feel it in the incarceration of our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is in the exclusion of social amenities too. You can feel it in the conscription and oppression on the federal roads or regional roads. It is also in the assassination of character and image, but yet the Igbo man thrives. Today, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe's ideology and demand is vindicated in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Niger, where they have taken their destiny in their hands and expelled the forces of colonial masters and unchained themselves from the hands and chains of colonial masters. I hear the voice of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe as he calls on Nigerians to dispel the negative image that has been forced on the Igbos and work together in unity to take over our destiny in our hands, to restate the position of the Igbo man in the affairs of Nigeria, to make Nigeria greater. Today, the world faces an existential threat. China is there boasting of their nuclear and atomic weapon. America is there doing the same. Israel is on one side also, and Russia also. The raw materials for these weapons of mass destruction are all available here in Africa, and probably where they are sourcing it from. The truth is, when these superpowers run out of material for their weapons of mass destruction, they will also invade Africa. Then the new colonialism, then the new slave trade. They don't really care. What they need is what they need. If they need to win the war, they do whatever is possible. When Hitler was in power, he hinted about using Africa as a farmland. Now we are at the verge of an imminent catastrophe again. What will they do if they have the opportunity? Use the Africans. That is why the dream of great African leaders past are still relevant. That is why the dream of Dr. Azikiwe is still relevant till today about Africanism. And that is why the Igbo man should be relevant up till date, because the Igbo man had the ability to produce its own weapons of mass destruction indigenously and locally. How about if the Igbo man was given a chance in Nigeria from then till today? If the Igbos could produce weapons of mass destruction at short periods during the war, they could do better given the chance and time. Africa needs a role model. Therefore, this is a clarion call to our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Look inwards, look at the Igbos. Be the role model, sir. Be the one that unites Africa. A united Nigeria is a united Africa. A united Nigeria will encourage other African countries. Maybe we don't have much time. Maybe Africa is waiting on you. The unity of Nigeria, the inclusion of the Igbos might solve the problems we have in Africa. Sir, start by releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Start by incorporating the Igbos. Let us work together to make Nigeria greater. Africa is our home. Nigeria is our home. Even if we have enough money, they might not allow us on their spaceship to the moon, the Mars, or anywhere when they want to blast the earth with chemical weapons. We all might suffer it together. But given the chance, you might be surprised an Igbo man could produce a defense for weapons of mass destruction. It might seem like a joke, but sir, begin the unification of Nigeria by releasing Nnamdi Kanu and incorporating the Igbos. My name is George Shibu from Vision Africa Investment Group Limited. God bless you all.
If this revelation resonates with you, click the share button, share the video. Maybe it could prompt a renaissance for Nigeria.